Welcome to my YouTube channel, AD.Bricks. This is the first video I've ever posted, so do please bear with me because this is completely new for me. My name's Adam, I'm 39, I live in England in the UK, and all of this started ever since I bought the Avengers Tower back in January 2025, and ever since then it's just escalated to everything you can see behind me. Currently running out of space, but do plan to move house in the next couple of months. So when I do move house, I should have at least twice as much space. Should be a lot easier for me. I should be able to get expanding my city even further than what it currently is. And the main reason for this video is just to give you a brief introduction into my Lego city before I start boxing it up, cleaning it down and getting it packed up ready for moving. I hope you enjoy this video. Right then guys, I thought I'd give you a quick tour of the city. Like I said previously, do need to start boxing this up at some point, ready for the big move. As and when I do box it, I'm going to give everything a really good clean and dust, because right now this is currently sat in my dining room, which is not ideal at all. But yeah, just a quick tour to show you what's going on. So this is the front of the city with all the modulars. Got quite a few little details. There's traffic lights, crossings, fire hydrants, bins, benches. It's getting really crowded, to tell you the truth. I've got the cycle lanes as well. A train track, the train crossing. A few more little side table up here. This is just meant to be a bit of a green area as such, but didn't really get much further than doing what I've currently done on there. I'll try and show you the back, but I'll go around the back of the table later just to show you a little bit more detail. Oh, just knocked something over. One of the lights just fell over. That's quite normal. I often catch it, especially the traffic lights, because they're not the most stable of lights. I really love the design. They were from Rebrickable. I'll have to find out who originally made them, but I've done something pretty similar and then just customised them a little bit just to make them a little bit more suitable for my roads. My roads have been widened slightly with bricks and the white lines. Speaking of roads, I am looking at making brick roads at some point, but that's going to cost quite a lot of money and quite a lot of bricks needed, because I've widened the roads, I've widened the cycle lanes, which takes up a full 32 by 32 base plate. So at some point I might have to try it on a 48 by 48 if there is space, and I might apply this to some of the roads. With it being a little bit wider, it does allow me to fit my Speed Champion cars in a little bit better. They do fit just about, but it's very cramped if you have two side by side, especially when you've got little islands in the middle of the roads with bushes on. There's definitely no space then. If it's one of the standard cars, which are around 8-10 studs wide, then they're not so bad. If you look at this taxi, there's quite a bit of space, or just about anyway. So these are, just over here we have palm tree that I'm currently building. Just using some tubing from Amazon at the moment, but I'm not sure it's quite working out very well. Much prefer using the Lego tubing, but it's a lot more expensive. These are the finished palm trees, taken again from Rebrickable. I've actually used two designs and combined them and then added my own touch. As you can see, I've got the bushes underneath just to give it a little bit more detail. Got my little water area. Didn't have enough space for a beach or any more water for that matter. As you can see, the table is really cramped. Got a Lego mock again from Rebrickable. I will post all the names and designers that did these in a post after uploading this video. Just show you these again. This is one of my newest additions, Shopping Street. I actually quite enjoyed building that. Had some unique, different ways of building, different ways of techniques, a little bit different to some of the others. Got the diner and the garage. And we've also got assembly square as well. Can't miss assembly square out. Behind that, we have got a road currently being dug up, just using some Technic pieces, brown plates, just to give that effect of the sunkenness, and it's being dug up with all the construction vehicles all nearby as well. Again, very little space for them on the roads. That's a scrapyard that I've used part of a set and then added my own touch to it, but that was only meant to be there temporary, to be honest, because I've not even built it so it slopes into the road or anything. It's just been placed there for now. We've got the museum, boutique hotel, jazz club, and one of my favourites, I think everyone's favourites actually, is the Tudor corner. On the side table, we've got the X-Mansion that's been doubled in size, and I've started to add a courtyard to that. As you can see, only issue I seem to have is I haven't found a design to make the gates wide enough, but I will come back to that at some point. We've got the tree house. Again, one of my preferred builds. Botanical gardens at the back. I do want to extend that further, so I've added another floor to that. Again, all of these additions, or a lot of the additions, are from Rebrickable, with a bit of my own touch added to it as well. So they're not completely identical. There is a few changes here and there. Twilight house. Spare plate at the back there. This is the view from here. Again, this is just in my dining room, so it's not ideal at all. When I do move, I'll have my own room as such out in the garden. I should hopefully have nearly twice the space, if not a little bit more than twice the space, to fit everything, well, to fit more onto the table. So I'm just going to go around the back of the table now and show you the back area of it. Right, so I'm around the back of the table now. As you can see, it's very cramped. I do have the curtains closed just to stop the sun from bleaching the bricks, but I think inevitably that is ultimately going to happen at some point. So as you can see, the train track that I mentioned just come along here, goes all the way round and up to the other end of the table. Differently on this back road, I've made 2 lanes for the cars, so they can, well, essentially 2 lanes for them to go in the same direction. Just gives me a little bit more space to play with. I just thought it was a little bit different to normal. More normal than your standard just single road. I wouldn't do that everywhere because it does take way too much space up. So moving along a little bit, the Avengers Tower, clearly in my way a little bit here. Got Spider-Man just hanging between the Avengers Tower and the Sanctum Sanctorum. Daily Bugle. Got the Up House, which has got a back on it. Wouldn't mind making more balloons for the top of that at some point. It's a little bit hard to get a proper angle into here. I suppose at some point I will invest in better equipment to do more videos. We've got the crane. I've made that ever so slightly bigger. I think I did 2 more of these to get that height. It just needed just a little bit more height, just to make it a little bit more towering. We've got down here, which I had nowhere to put this. So we got the Arkham Asylum. It's a bit of an awkward one for placement. It's not a permanent spot, or was never going to be a permanent spot, but it's just there for the time being, really. Got the police station, and another one from Rebrickable. A lot of the Rebrickable ones on the mocks are from Brick Artisan. Massive fan of his work. Do follow all of his instructions to see what he does post. So you can't really go wrong with any of his mocks. So back onto the roads again, we've got the same kind of theme. Lots of cars, traffic lights, lamps, well, street lamps, benches, bins, fire hydrants. Also got, let me get around here, Another train crossing, but one a little bit wider. Got the barriers as well. I don't know if you can quite see for the train crossings. By the train crossing before, I was referencing the bridge to walk over, which is something I quite like that. I think that looked brilliant. I have had to adapt the road just because there just wasn't enough footpath, so it had to come out into the road a little bit. Hopefully when I do bricked roads, I can adjust things like this and put like arrows and information onto the roads using the bricks, or using white bricks amongst the dark grey bricks. So that's pretty much it for my first video. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, by all means put those comments in the box below. Please like and subscribe, and hopefully there'll be more content coming soon. Thanks for watching.